My name is Todd Linheim. I'm a captain here with Hubbard's Marina. I've been with the company, I believe, about 7.5 years. Originally from California. Came to Florida 11 years ago. You can see out the back. This room right here is 3 months old. She just did this addition 3 months ago. $35,000 addition. You can see that the wrapping isn't even off the TV yet. This is kind of ironic. This was above the water line, and it's a propeller that's covered in barnacles. It's one great big oxymoron. And it survived. Imagine that. The fact is that when you first see it coming up, it's almost kind of exhilarating. It's cool, you know. Hey, we get a storm surge. Then you start seeing it come and start touching property, and then you see it start coming under the door, and then you see it start going up the wall, and then you see it covering up the electrical outlets, and then you see the power going off, and it goes from kind of cool to scary to petrified. It's petrifying. You don't know. These houses are old. A lot of them are built in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. They've got old wiring. When they kicked the power on, my landlord, who was down checking out the outlets, got a nice shock. I mean, it could have killed him. You know, the death toll is over 200 now. You just gotta wonder how many more are gonna show up. But I was able to ride out the storm in this upstairs, so I knew I was pretty safe. If you look around, we have a lot of vegetation, which sheltered us a lot from the winds. So I don't think I personally was ever scared for my life, at least not long enough to think about it. I went up to my landlord's house, and we were just taking it all in. We were watching the floodwaters rising. I took a phone call from my daughter, who happened to live next door across the street to my neighbors, she had been in contact with them, and she said that they're in distress. They can't get out of their house. Well, when I was in California, one of the things I did as an occupation, I was a lifeguard for a number of years. So my landlord, who's an ATF agent, and I sprung into action. At the time, the water was above our heads. It was about, I want to say I'm 5'10 and a half, 5'11". So it was probably all of 6 feet or more. So we swam across. We were able to get one of the victims onto my back, and I was able to swim her across. He then was able to get the gentleman in his arms, and he was able to pull him across. We also had a cat that we were able to rescue. In hindsight, I want to say it's probably one of the stupidest things I've ever done. Would I do it again? Absolutely. But my act, if you want to call it heroism, I'm no more hero than anyone else around here. I mean, there's things like this that have gone on that have gone unreported everywhere, and I can't take any more credit than anyone else. We just happened to catch this story, but I'm grateful to be alive, and I know the people that we rescued, they're grateful to be alive too. This is just, you know, the candy kitchen. When I get a craving for an ice cream, I'd stop there and get a candy bar, ice cream bar. Just looking at all this stuff. On the news that we got another Cat 2, maybe Cat 3 coming with huge, deadly tidal surge. We may have another complete repeat. The only thing is we're going to have less ability to deal with it because of these plugged up drains. There's no drainage. And you can look at these drains, they're all full of sand. It's the following, what happens next? That's the biggest fear right now. What happens next? This whole community, we're all in this together.